and welcome back to Empire Total War with the American Civil War mod. Last time around we started off our campaigns against the Union, and our first battle took place on the road to Boston. I thought it was going to be a bridge battle, but luckily for me it wasn't. However, it was kind of a steep victory as we lost a lot of troops out of that army. With that said, we've got our western campaign going on to take the last Union province here out in the middle of nowhere. And without further ado, let's see if Hood can go ahead and sweep away this force and move on to Yankton. Right, and here we are on the field of battle. We don't really have enough to field full-size brigades. We've got 2 units, 2 regiments smacked together that will make the brigades. A lot of it is cavalry, so I've put the dragoons on the left and the partisans on the right. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start. And holy shit, have they dug in. Shit ton of artillery. The infantry will make the best of it trying to advance on this. I knew they had a lot of artillery, but I wasn't really expecting this. It's basically going to be like a Pickett's charge, because there's no way we're going to stand against these cannons and fire on them. So we'll have to charge straight ahead. And I mean, my men have to walk through this open ground while getting absolutely torn to pieces by this artillery. And then we'll have to fight infantry units on the other side. Cavalry is sweeping in on this side. Cavalry sweeping in on this side. I mean, the thing is, my dragoons on this side will not be able to defeat all the troops there. They're not strong enough to defeat the infantry. But hopefully it will buy us a little bit of time, and we will be able to take out the batteries on the flank, which will hopefully help my infantry brigades to actually get into place. So this down is already down 40 men. This one's down quite a lot. These 2 will retreat. The one again went against the cavalry. Not doing too hot either, so that one will retreat as well. And the partisans have actually been able to get both of these, and now this battery actually leaves its position, so we don't have to face canister. What we do have to face is the enemy line infantry, and that's terrible enough. Right, let's see. My Confederate cavalry can gather around and then get at the enemy dragoons, get rid of them, and once that's done, why does it take so long for you stupid partisans to get rid of these cannons? Come on, there we go, they're gone. Move forwards. So the enemy could very well have situated themselves behind the defenses, but instead they decide to charge out, which I don't get. And we're gonna punish them for it. And my cavalry was able to send away against the enemy cavalry, and they're gonna move up to situate themselves behind the enemy. And we're gonna be able to charge them. Meanwhile, There's a musket skirmish going on the field. And it's not going too well for the Union at this point. Ooh, look at that. You know what? The Union is done for. Make sure that no one leaves this field. Has to order the cannons to hold fire. Ooh, shit. We just team killed the commander of this regiment and just took out quite a lot of them. You don't have to fire anymore. The battle is won. You can march back. It's up to the cavalry now to just chase down the enemy. There's a bit of enemy dragoons that have come back. Or Vendette cavalry. The Zouaves are actually going to be a bit of a pickle to deal with. So let's not retreat just yet. However, oh, the Zouaves are gone there. I didn't actually have to send this guy back. And there we go. But the thing is not over. Because we must cut everyone down. I don't want to fight this army again, and we need the road open as we continue on towards Yankton. The enemy force was utterly devastated, only leaving 82 men alive. We are losing about 500 men out of the 2,000 men army, so roughly 25%, which isn't that bad. And we should be able to continue the campaign, and within 3 turns we are at Yankton and ready to take those guys on. Back over here, forgot to actually try to replenish these troops. And with this, I'm gonna have to end the turn, and we can see what the enemy does, and maybe there's a second battle in this video. Right, and here we have the end turn. Pope's Scapegoat is the Chronicles of August 1862. Cedar Rapids farm was burned. Pennsylvania is in a state of rebellion again. And what do we have? Pope's Scapegoat. And then rebellion in New France as well. And in Pennsylvania. I just ordered 2 new troops to be recruited in Pennsylvania. We have tons of troops, so they should have an easy time to defeat the enemy. And over here, I'm building a presidential palace. Good. Whoa, that took all of the money I had, more or less. With that, Lee is within range to attack over here. I'm more interested to see what Pickett can achieve. He burns that, and look at that. The road to Boston lay open. We passed by the University of New Haven to burn Hartford and then go directly for Boston. Also over here, looks like the road to... So the force that will come up to stop Conrad Blackmore, which is on his way to Maine, the army that was about to stop us there is actually moving down to try to save Boston, I guess. At the same time, we have... It looks like they're actually drawing a lot of troops away from here, and they're stationing a lot of troops around here. Thing is, all the battles here looks rather large. So I'm wondering if we can do that much with this end turn, because if I attack here, that's going to be a pretty sizable battle. And if I attack with Jackson, that's also a pretty sizable battle. We got Indian rebels in... all these French people have gone and rebelled. Sense of fashion is unmistakable. They are French. We're gonna move past the few cannons. Move directly to Yankton. That's 2 turns away. It's pretty good. With this, once again, we want to strike a peace deal with Britain. So what I'm going to do is... Britain is probably very unhappy with me. Territorial expansion, war, dishonored treaties, different government types, and so on. I'm gonna request peace. And I'm gonna give you a region. I'm gonna give you New France, which is full of French people that are revolting, so that shouldn't matter too much to us. Oki the First, you are destitute, but your power is terrifying. I will go ahead and give you back your capital province. Rarely has our glorious nation been insulted. Alright. How about peace? And just a region then, not trade. Rarely. What? Bastard British. I guess they think that they can take it back on their own. The idiots. Or where do they intend to strike? They have a force over here. Now, even though their troops are shit, they could actually move in to help Rochester, Central New York. Or they could strike me in the back and take Niagara, which could be a problem. However, we've got Longstreet and Beauregard coming in at full speed to aid us. So they probably need to rethink their strategies, to say the least. Why are they so happy? Government type, suppression should be fine. And right, given that the battles that lay before me, we've got two. I think this one with Lee is going to be the next one, because Jackson's battle is going to be such a big battle, and I think he's going to need reinforcements for that one. I think Lee can handle this one on his own with these troops, which will be dragged into the conflict. So he will be able to handle Albany, New York, and cutting the Union in two, because as you can see, the road from central New York actually goes through here. So it doesn't, even though these provinces are connected here, there's not actually a good road in between. So we would cut the Union in half again, which is just fine. And then I think we might be able to get to Boston before our enemy, so that's good. But with that said, we're gonna end the episode right here. I guess I have to teach the British a lesson before they go ahead and sign peace with me again. I would like their trade. We make 7,000 per turn, so it's not that bad, but it could be better. Right, with that said, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!